Hello students, I hope you all will be good at your places, and today I am just going to start the chapter 8 electricity. Okay, and this chapter also will come in your final exam. Got it? Student, as we already studied about the different type of energy like the kinetic energy, potential energy, light energy, sound energy. Okay, in this sequence one more type of energy is there which gives the power to our home appliances like fan, bulb, mobile, computer, etc. Student, I told you about the matter in the 6th class. I told you that everything around us is made up of the matter, and matter is made up of the small tiny particles. These small particles are called the atom. In atom, electron, proton and neutrons are found. Electron, proton and neutrons are found. Got it? And these electrons have the negative charge and move around the nucleus. Okay. So the movement of the electron generates the electric energy. The movement of electron generates and develops the electric energy. Got it? Now electric current. What is the electric current? As I told you, student, that everything is made up of the small particle, and that small particle is called the atom. And in an atom, electron, proton and neutrons are there. Proton and neutrons are found inside the nucleus of the atom, and electrons are found outside the nucleus. This electron has the negative charge and the proton has the positive charge. And because of the positive charge of the proton which is found inside the nucleus, this nucleus have the positive charge. Means this nucleus behave like a positive charge in nature. Got it? So, because of the positive charge of the nucleus and the negative charge of the electron, there is a force of attraction between the nucleus and the electron. This force binds the electron within the atom. Okay, this force binds the electron within the atom. And as the distance between the electron and the nucleus increases, the force of attraction between the electron and the nucleus decreases. Okay, thus the electron just start moving freely within the conductor, or that is the wire. Okay, so the movement of the electron generates the current. Okay, the movement of the electron within the conductor generates the current. Got it? Or we can say the flow of electric charge per second is called the electric current. The flow of electric charge per second is called the electric current. But electric current is represented by the I, electric charge represented by the Q, and the time is represented by the T. Coulomb is the unit of the electric charge and second is the unit of time. So the unit of electric current is Coulomb per second, and SI unit is the ampere. Got it? Now after that, measurement of the electric current. How we measure the electric current in a conductor? Under this, two instruments are there, that is the galvanometer and the ammeter. Okay, galvanometer and ammeter. What is the use of galvanometer? Galvanometer is used for detection of the movement of electron in the conductor. किसी कंडक्टर में मीन्स किसी वायर में कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन मूव कर रहे हैं वो गैल्वेनोमीटर से चेक किया जाता है. ओके, सो गैल्वेनोमीटर इज यूज्ड फॉर डिटेक्शन ऑफ द मूवमेंट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन इन कंडक्टर. नाउ व्हाट इज द यूज ऑफ अमीटर? अमीटर इज यूज्ड टू मेजर द अमाउंट ऑफ मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ करंट इन अ कंडक्टर. किसी कंडक्टर में किसी वायर में कितना करंट फ्लो हो रहा है वो अमीटर से चेक किया जाता है. ओके, सो अमीटर इज यूज्ड टू मेजर द अमाउंट ऑफ मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ current. Got? Now after that, insulator and conductor. What are the insulator and conductor? First of all, we will talk about the insulator. All those materials which don't allow the current pass through them, all those materials which don't allow the current pass through them are called the insulator. Examples are wood, plastic and clothes. Okay, these are the materials in which current don't flow. ये ऐसे material है जिनमें current flow नहीं होता है. Okay, after that, conductors. What are the conductors? All those material in which current flow very easily. Okay, all those material in which current flow very easily, जिनमें current आसानी से flow होता है, like copper, iron and the aluminium metals. Okay, ये सारे metals ऐसे हैं जिनमें current आसानी से flow होता है. Okay, so today I told you the electric energy, electric current, measurement of the electric current like galvanometer, ammeter, insulator and conductor. So these were some important things which I told you today, and in next video we will just discuss some other things in this chapter. Okay, till then you just keep practicing. Thank you.